nowhere. Because somebody wins, both of you lose. So let's see if, would you like to try to interact differently with Sleep Now?
Sure, sure.
After all, Sleep Now is inside of you. Sleep Now has needs of yours that Sleep Now is holding.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can find them and maybe expand the reach of what lives inside of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. 11 o'clock. Time for sleep.
Okay, so I'm a little distracted. I was engaged, but what I'm getting is you want to support our self-care.
Yeah, I don't want us to be cranky tomorrow. I want to make sure we're on top of it. Tomorrow's going to be so much better if we get enough sleep.
Yeah, and you also want to honor some agreements we had about.
Oh yeah,
about
to know that we can have some discipline.
Yeah, there's something else you'd like me to hear?
No, I think you got it.
Okay.
Just taking care of ourselves, being disciplined.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, not so much what you're going to say back, but how do you feel inside, having heard this and having connected with the underlying needs?
Well, for me, there's really a sense of wholeness. It's like just not that piece, not just that piece, not just the other piece, but engaging. So that's very, very pleasant. And I'm already strategizing what I could do. But like I said, there's really a sense of wholeness. It's very satisfying.
So is there anything you'd like to express to Sleep Now?
So today was a difficult day. I didn't have spaciousness for myself, and that's another of our agreements, that I would do things that are fun for me, and the dishes was longer, so I'm running a bit after the time. So I would like to really read a few pages, but what I'm thinking is that won't finish the chapter, and just a few pages, and I'll read more tomorrow. I'm curious if that would work for you.
Yeah, I mean.
So I have a sense that I know why Sleep Now is not so satisfied. It's not because you're saying that you're going to read a few more pages. It's because you jumped to solution too fast. Instead of just staying at the level of just connecting. You jumped to a solution before you were sure that Sleep Now really heard from you, read more, about what's important to you. Because once both parties hear from each other, then you can work on solution together. Otherwise, the solution is going to feel like it's shoved down his throat.
Okay.
Is that what happened? That the solution felt?
Some of both.
Some of both.
Yeah. I was a little uncomfortable around going there already, but I was imagining to bridge back to connection, but I'm grateful for the clarity here. So I could say something like, would you just tell me what you understood of what I shared? So I have a possibility of being heard.
Yeah, and that pulls him in. That pulls him in instead of the solution that can repolarize.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, thank you. So I'd like to hear if you have any comments about, I know this little role play was just so quick, we just dipped into it, but is there any insight for you from this?
For me, it's just how much I calmed down as this voice when he gave me the space to just talk about what's beautiful behind this voice, because otherwise I'm just aggressive and angry, and you don't like that, and I don't like that. And
And for you?
For me, it's this very short moment where I was about to say, okay, let me go, and okay, let's engage. So the importance of this choice point to connect instead of going to the regular way of just wanting it to go my way.
Yeah, and let's kind of like take a step back, and what is it that stands out to you from any of the things that we learned during this show today? Parts that you played in or parts that you observed before?
The one thing that I saw earlier was when you said to not be so focused on the conversation that we're about to have that we forget to pay attention to what's going on to the other other person. There's a few times in the earlier role plays where people stopped and checked in, like, is this really okay? And that was really, that was informative for me to remember, like, oh yeah, right. It might not be okay.
Yeah. Anything for you?
For me, something that stood out was this sentence when you said it's important to have a solid foundation of connection because that lubricates what will come next. I was like, oh, so met my for beauty. Thank you. And it also helped me to anchor that concept, how important it is to have the foundation of connection before saying a heart-to-ear message.
Yeah, and for me, a big part is like seeing repeatedly how hard it is to remember to make a request to keep the connection going in the moment. Yeah. So thank you very much. And I want to express big gratitude to Betsy from New Jersey, who called and gave us a real live scenario that we could work with. And if you like what you saw here today and you want to learn more about how you can embody this consciousness and learn the tools and the practice that support it, you can call our office at 510-433-0700, or you can go visit our website, BayNVC.org. And we also welcome feedback. We really enjoy it when people tell us whether or not you like the show and what you liked. You can also send us scenarios. Both of these you can do via email at conflicthotline@baynvc.org. And I also want to express gratitude to Sigal and Fransqoa and Itzel and Kerry, who are no longer here. And also immense gratitude to the all-volunteer crew for supporting us in keeping this show going. And would like to invite you to come back next month and every month on the first Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Thank you.
I take a deep, dark breath of my fear. Breathe out compassion to myself. I take a deep, dark breath of your fear. Breathe out compassion to you. And the next breath is for all the people who can relate to me and you. You cannot see eye to eye. Won't you step up with me and try? Drop the fences down, find the common ground, and take a deep breath.